Hi, Vina.
Hello, Alicia.
I'm really happy to welcome you to our second Recruitment Insights session with RMC Asia. Many of our viewers might already know you as one of our key members at RMC Asia who has worked with student recruitment for quite a few years. I'm curious to talk about your new role as well as RMC Asia's evolving strategies and also our plans and activities for this year.
It's my pleasure again to be here to share some insight from the recruitment as a global partnership manager at this time.
So, since you've been with us at RMC Asia for several years and your journey has evolved over time, could you tell me a little bit more about how your work and your perspective has changed in terms of student recruitment as well as working with international partners?
I'm currently holding the responsibility as a global partnership manager at RMC Asia. So it's a bit different because previously I just deal with students, candidates who are interested to join our programs. But since I stepped up as global partnership manager, I started to handle relationship with our network, with our partners, specifically more in the Asian continent. So it's a bit different here because there are some responsibility and some assistance that we need to provide for our partners. So basically, we are associated with partners and then school networks in our market, right? And then how we assist them is nothing much different with our direct applicants, definitely. So we are assisting them as our client because our client here is the student, right? It is the candidate. So the difference is only that we are communicating to the partners as well as the schools. For some schools wanted to get involved in terms of their students applicants, and most of the communication will be through our networks. There's no difference in terms of what kind of assistance that we are providing because all clients will be assisted equally by our team, regardless if they're coming from our partners or if they are signing up with us.
I think we've spoken about this quite a lot before, but I would just like to know, what is your perspective on cultural exchange programs and why are they still so important for students and young professionals in hospitality?
First of all, the goal of cultural exchange programs is to assist students and all students and recent graduates to gain an experience where they will get an experience to have an hands-on experience in the hotels. This definitely will help them to grow their skills. It will help them to grow their networking, and then it's going to be a stepping stone for them to go a better career path later on once they complete the internship. So that is the most important thing here because you can imagine yourself as a fresh graduate who have never worked before because for our internship programs, you do not require our candidate to have a prior experience. So you can imagine yourself, you're going abroad and then doing an internship for 12 months, for example. And then after that, once you complete it, you get hired. Or, when you're going back to your country, your profile will be stand up among other participants. So this is kind of why cultural exchange program is so valuable for students and young professionals nowadays because you're going out from your comfort zone, yeah? And then it's going to be very rewarding after that. We have been receiving this comment from our past participants. We have seen that happen to our participants.
What are some unique advantages that participants might gain that are more personal and valuable for their personal experience and personal growth specifically?
Of course, they will be able to grow their soft skills and the ability for them to adapt in the new environment will be very important definitely for their future career, and this is something that they can expect. You should be expecting to meet interns from different backgrounds, different culture. This is very important because we are talking about hospitality and tourism industry, and this will help them to deal with different type of guests in the future. And this is going to be very good opportunity to train yourself, to get the experience in terms of intercultural communications. And of course, real world learning and diverse environment, because this is something that different from your home country and how people work, how the work ethic in other country would be very, very different compared to what you are having in your own home country. This would be a very good opportunity for them to learn the local language as well, which would be very, very beneficial when they find a real job later on.
As we all know, RMC Asia has a pretty unique recruitment process. So from your perspective, how does our process help to improve the candidate quality as well as to make the matching process easier and more accurate?
RMC Asia, we have set our eligibility criteria. The purpose is actually to ensure, that first they have the right expectation to our programs, they have the right goal, whether they can survive later on during the internship, and then they can complete the internship as well later on before one can get, endorsed to the hotels. They will get pre-screened by our team. So for you guys who wanted to apply, or who already applied, you will notice that once you submit your application, we will invite you for pre-screening interview with our team. And after that, if you get accepted, then we'll move forward to another step, promoting to the hotels. And after that, if you pass the interview, we will connect you with the hotels and we will assist you for your visa and all that. That's how we do the match, and then we make sure that all our candidates have the quality. And these are the things also that all the host organization of the hotels that we are affiliates really trust RMC Asia. The candidate that we endorse to them are with quality, with what hotels are looking for. So these are the things that actually will make sure about the quality and matching accuracy of our participants.
One other thing that is very unique about RMC Asia is that we are very inclusive. So we have participants from many different countries, from most continents in the world. We will basically try to help all of our applicants as much as we can. In your experience working in both recruitment as well as global partnerships, what role do our school and agency partners play in helping RMC Asia source high-quality candidates for our programs?
Well, first of all, like for our agency partners, before they can endorse to RMC Asia, definitely they are already aware about our eligibility criteria. So before they endorse them to us, they will do like a pre-screening interview. There's multiple layers of interviews here. So that's the very first thing, for the partners play an important role in sourcing high quality candidates. But it's a bit different from school because schools, they already have their students. That's why most of the schools that we are associated are hospitality and tourism industry related school. So of course they already know what kind of internship that their students are looking for in terms of their requirements. And then of course the schools have a requirements in order for the students to graduate, they have to do a certain internship. Those who are get endorsed, they are high quality candidates already because they already went through the first screening.
When working with partners, what are some key initiatives or activities that you do that help us to build stronger connection?
We collaborate, we associate with schools, and then to maintain this relationship, we are very active, in conducting webinars with them, sharing information with the students, with the alumni as well. And we're also very active in visiting our partners. And this is something that we normally arrange from time to time. And we give scholarship to students for some of our school university networks as well. So we are serious in terms of collaboration with our network, and then we appreciate it. And that's therefore our team is very active in maintaining this relationship and collaboration.
In your experience and from the feedback that you've heard from partners before, what are the most significant advantages for schools and agencies to partner with RMC Asia?
That's very important actually, because we receive questions like this from the participants. I can apply directly to the hotels, right? Why I should use RMC Asia? This is goes same to like schools and partners. Why we should associate with RMC Asia, right? And first, we have been doing this for 10 years. 10 years, we survived the COVID-19. We have team expertise in our team for every part of the process here. And RMC Asia, we are associated with 4-star and 5-star hotels. We did vetting with the hotels. We have a very clear agreement with the hotels that the goal of our program is for culture exchange program. So there's a legal involved here. So it's very safe. And we are helping the schools, the universities, and our partners to access a broad host network here. So you don't have to take the time to, to deal with the hotels, going through all the administration, because RMC Asia already done that. Again, transparency is there because everything will be on the paper. What you are getting during the internship, what you should expect during the internship, what would happen if something is not as per the agreement. So it's very safe there. We have a very clear procedure here, step by step. And this is something that we also communicate with the schools, with our agency partners as well. And we're very active in controlling our quality and the present and prepared candidates for long-term support. So because our team will be there from A to Z, until from the beginning, pre-screening interview until they completed with the internship. So whenever they have an issue, they can always contact the agency and then RMC Asia, because we are available 24/7. It's very important point, Alicia, that customizing the program for each candidate, because we will be assisting participants based on their needs, based on their preferences, because the candidate is our client. So we will make sure that what they are getting later on is what they are looking for.
Do you mind sharing some success stories of our participants that can reflect RMC Asia's successful process and how we're able to assist all of our participants?
One of the example is that many of our participants are getting a promotion. For example, there are many scenarios. Let's say they're applying for internship. After for some period of internship, they get promoted for management training. And after the management training, the hotel see this trainee has the quality, then they get promoted as an employee. So there is this scenario and possibility. And some of our participants get directly hired as a permanent employee after the internship completed, or even during the internship. We had one participant before that he applying for 12 months internship, but within 4 months of the internship, he already received an employment offer because the hotel sees he has the quality, he deserves to get employed. I'm really glad that I could have this session again, sharing, and hopefully this is very useful information for those who are considering to find an opportunity abroad.
Thank you so much again for sharing this with me. RMC Asia continues to consistently refine our process and trying to assist our students, our hosts, our partners worldwide as much as we can, and to make the process more convenient and more efficient for everybody.
Thank you so much, Alicia, for time.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.